Welcome to this GED Math Booster video. Today's problem involves finding the average speed on a trip. Let's take a look at our problem. Joan took a trip to the beach. She drove for 2 hours at 65 miles per hour and then 3 more hours at 50 miles per hour. What was her average speed for the trip? Since she traveled at two different speeds, it's a little bit more complicated to find the average speed. It's kind of a weighted average. Let me show you how we can do that for this problem pretty easily. The first thing that we want to do is to find the total trip distance. So we need to do that in two parts. Let's find the distance for the first part of the trip, where she traveled for 2 hours at 65 miles per hour. We can always find distance by multiplying the speed times time. So in this case, it's 65 miles per hour is the speed, 2 hours is the time. We do the multiplication, and she went 130 miles during that first part of the trip. Let's do the same thing for the second part, where she traveled for 3 hours at 50 miles per hour. We're just going to do the same thing, multiply the speed times the time. 50 times 3 is 150 miles. Now we just add those two numbers up. Total distance is 280 miles for the first part of the trip. The next thing that we need is the total time. That's pretty easy. She went 2 hours and then 3 hours more. So as you probably guessed, we're just going to add those two numbers up. Time 1 and time 2, 2 hours plus 3 hours. She traveled a total of 5 hours. Now that we have total distance and total time, we are prepared to find our average speed. We will divide the total distance by the total time. Average speed equals total distance divided by total time, which in this case is 280 miles. In 5 hours, we do the division. 280 divided by 5 is 56. We look up at our multiple choice answers, and there is our answer, A, 56 miles per hour. Now notice, it might be tempting in this problem to just average 65 and 50 to add those two numbers up and divide by 2, but that would not have given us the correct answer, because she traveled for different amounts of time at those two speeds. So the key takeaway for today's video is to find average speed, you first need to find total distance and total time, and then just divide at the end. That wraps up this video. I hope you found it helpful.